What is up guys, JGP Cardistry here. Today I'm very excited for this beautiful unboxing and review. This was probably something that I have planned for a long time. As y'all know, Dan and Dave have their, cards, smoke and mirrors. And I really did want to do this unboxing slash review. I hunted these down for a long time. I had a lot of fun doing it. I tried looking for so many different deals. I did find the first edition and the second edition smoke and mirrors. I haven't had any luck finding any smokes, so bear with me guys. I will do down the line, I will try to acquire some smokes. But what I do is, I do acquire one and I do have one to stock. This one in particular, these two in particular, I do have doubles of each. So I am going, to go ahead and open them. I can happily say that I did find these for a very good price. If y'all are interested in actually looking for these, so I will pop these open because we are gonna crack these open today. And yeah, I'm very excited for this review, honestly. So I will show these right here. If you can see it glare guys, I do apologize. And I'm gonna do a close-up on these as well. So this one is a V1 and this is the V2. Both of these are probably my favorite out of the version 1, 2, and 3. And the difference, I know these boxes look fairly similar front and back, as you can see that, even on the top. And like I said, I will do a close-up guys if y'all can't see, but everything is identical. The only thing that's not identical is on the bottom. On this one you have nothing. This one's blank and it just says mirror. And then on the bottom of this one it says special edition. So the special edition is the V2, the luxury edition is the V3. I do have a V3 mirror and a smoke. I am not gonna open those yet. I will have to save those another time. But the day that I do it, I will put these in the picture. So I am gonna combine the whole entire thing. Whenever I do have all of them, I will compare and contrast every single one. But I did want to just do these in particular. Out of the smoke and mirrors, I would have to say the mirrors are my favorite. At first, I was a smoke guy. Now, seeing the pictures of how they look and actually doing research on just the backs and everything, I do love the mirrors. Only because the black inside and the white borders around, that white border just makes it pop very nicely. And yeah, so the boxes are very similar. In case you are hunting them down, just be very careful. Always ask for pictures of the bottom. If you're acquiring a V1, V2, V3, always ask. Some people do get confused. I've had people tell me, I have a V2 luxury or a special edition V1, or they just think it's a whole complete different deck. So I did pay $119 for this one, and I did pay, I believe, $97 for this one. I got this one off SoCal, the V2, and the V1 I got it off eBay. So the SoCal one, I did win a bid, so I won this one as a bid, and then this one I did, no, it wasn't a bid, it was just the offer. I just set an offer, the guy accepted it, and let's crack these open guys. This is gonna be my first set of smoke and mirrors. Let's open the V1 real quick and then we'll go to the V2. So the V2 is probably my favorite. And you know what guys, actually comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite. Do you like the smoke? Do you like the mirror? Do you like the V1, V2, V3? And tell me why. Tell me what's the reason why you like it, and tell me the little history that you have with them or something, because I'll tell you my story behind these. I had just gone into cardistry when I first heard about smoke and mirrors. I wasn't really more of a card collector at the time. I was just more of a cardist. I went from magic to cardistry, then to card collecting, kind of hand to hand with cardistry. After seeing what you can do with a regular deck of cards, I was like, dude, I'm all in. I can just collect cards and do cardistry with them at the same time I'm collecting decks. So I feel like it just went hand in hand. But yeah, so this was around, I believe, 2009, 2010, 2011. In that era, I did get into cardistry. Hearing about these, I was just like, wow. And then knowing Dan and Dave, like after discovering cardistry and then realizing they have their own line of cards, I was in on it. I got bought in. I felt like owning something from Dan and Dave just made me that much closer as a cardist. I don't know, I just felt like doing the things that they did, I just felt like it was all in the cards. I'm like, dude, I have to get that deck that they have, whether it was an Aladdin, an Arco, a Tahoe, any of the decks that they, those exclusive decks they always use in the system, in the trilogy. So I mean, it's crazy to think that I'm holding these now, and it literally took me from 2011, I guess, to now. It took me almost 13 years to actually get a deck, you know what I mean? So pretty crazy. So let's get right into it, guys. I am really excited. Let's start with the V1 and we'll go to the V2. Okay, so let's get right into it. I think I'm gonna need some assistance by my little handy blade. I hope I don't need scissors. So alright, so I got some scissors. They are a little broken, but bear with me. So I do like to keep my cellophane on my cards. I've said it a lot of times in my videos. It's just something that I've always done ever since I've started collecting cards. And there's a certain way to do it, because sometimes these cards don't come with the pull tab, so you have to make your own basically. And once you make your own, all you gotta do is just cut literally around the seal that's already there, and then it catches. So you have your, you know what I mean? It's always gonna catch that little seal. I used to always try to tear it without making the perforator. You just gotta cut each little flap and just cut around. So, all right guys, I'm very excited for this. Not gonna lie, let's get right to it. I'm excited for both of them, but I think the V2 is the one that I'm mostly excited about. So let's get it, guys. So first of all, I will just go over the box. I know some people have seen the box before, but I'm just gonna do it real quick. The whole entire tuck box, it is white and black, mostly all black. The mirror, of course, in the middle, you have two little dots right there. The little cursive writing, it does say playing cards. So playing cards, so smoke and mirror playing cards, I guess you can say. It does have some artwork right here all the way around. On the side of the box, you have Dan and Dave illustrated by Cy Scott. So Cy Scott is the artist that Dan and Dave chose to go with, you know, who designed the smoke and mirrors. Check out Cy Scott. I will put his link right here, his Instagram. He does have a website of his own, and you know, he sells art pieces and all types of art related things. Very awesome and talented artist as well. On the other side, you have the Dan and Dave Playing Card Company, Hollywood, California, 90028. So, and then on the bottom you have the mirror with nothing, just plain mirror. And then on the back, of course, you have the D&D logo with the beautiful artwork going all around into the D's as well. So that's it right there. And on the tongue flap, you do have beautiful artwork as well. On top you have Poker Aristocrat. Very beautiful, very simple, very subtle. Let's get right into it, guys. This is my first time opening a V1. So these are probably not gonna be, you know, up to par with now. I know they're probably gonna be stiff. If anything, they'll probably just be a solid block. But oh my gosh. These are it, guys. Wow. Okay, so you have a double back. Wow. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh. I have never seen a V1 back ever in my life. I'm telling you guys, this deck is beautiful. I will do a close-up on this if y'all can't see that. I'll put the box right here. I mean, look at that box, or that box. I mean, look at that back, guys. That is so freaking sick. Wow. I mean, I just really hope they bring back this thick border. I mean, the Ecos have it, the V5s have it. I think even the V6s have it as well. That thick white border. Oh, I just love it so much. The thin borders, you know, I'm not a hater of it. I love thin borders, but I do appreciate a thick border, especially a white thick border. So beautiful design. You have that intricate artwork going all the way around with that beautiful black, and then you do have the D&D logo as well. So very simple, very luxurious, very nice, you know, very subtle. So let's fan these. Oh my gosh. So these are from Cincinnati as well, guys. So the stock on these is beautiful. It feels like a bicycle deck, like a nice bicycle, old school Cincinnati deck. So these were made by USPCC as well, guys. So very beautiful, guys. This is the V1 smoke and mirror. So then you have the Jokers, you know, back to back. You got Dan and Dave with that cane on each side and that nice little suit. Got two of those. And you have this beautiful Ace of Spades with that intricate artwork going all around below and on top. beautiful, beautiful ace of spades. And then of course you do have standard pips going throughout the decks. And then the yellow on these, so I do own a lot of different smoke and mirrors. And I have to say, this yellow is by far different from the new releases. I know the V8s are a little bit different. I will show y'all real quick, that way y'all know what I'm talking about. So this is the V8 recent release. As you can see, the box is, you know, very similar. You know, it does have some features that are not the same. So they are very different, you know, as you can see, little details here and there. Dan and Dave, you know, just have a different taste in playing cards now as far as designing goes. So this is the re-retro of the V3. So this looks completely different. And as you can see, this is what I mean. So let me get the same card to show y'all. Okay. So if you could see that yellow on there, you could definitely see the difference. I don't know if you can see that pretty well, but this one's more of like a, I would say more of like a yellow color. Well, no, this one's more of like a yellow color. This one's more of like a brownish color, like a darker yellow. Yeah, you could say like a mustard yellow. That is the V8. And yeah, so we'll move on forward. So for this one, of course, you know, you have the beautiful simplified faces. My favorite of the simplified faces, and then the pips as well, guys. So the red on this one's more like a maroonish color as well. The other one is more like a bright red. This one's more like a maroon type color. My favorite is the King of Hearts. The King of Hearts simplified looks so beautiful. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing. So I think that's pretty sick. And then it goes all the way to the hearts, and then you have the double back and the add cards. That is super sick. That is the V1 smoke and mirror. Just, I mean, if y'all think this is beautiful, guys, I mean, I appreciate the V1 and I love it as far as simplicity goes. But the V2, guys, oh, I've never seen a V2 in person, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the V2 is probably my favorite. Well, it is my favorite, I'm not even gonna lie. So we'll leave that right there with the box seal. So this is the V1 smoke and mirror. Now we'll get to the V2. This is, drum roll please. So this is probably like what I've been waiting for all day. So as far as the box goes, you know, it is exactly the same. The only thing difference is the bottom, where it says smoke and mirrors. On the bottom it says special edition. So actually, I'm lying. So it says smoke and mirrors, so this one don't say nothing. So that's only different. So this one says smoke and mirrors. On the bottom it says special edition. So are y'all ready for the bags, guys? I'm pretty sure y'all saw them already, but let's look at these. Oh, the add cards flip. Boom, just like that. Look at that bag, guys. I mean, just comparing the difference is like, what? Like, look at that. I love the intricate artwork in the D all around right here. It doesn't just have that blank black spot right there. It actually takes up space, you know? Wow, 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 wow. That is insane. Look at that V2. And that is a V2 smoke and mirrors. Wow. And the fan, of course, very beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. So as far as the card goes, same thing. You got the two jokers, and then you have the beautiful ace of spades. I believe it, you know, they are the same. We will compare it. So yeah, it is the exact same. It's the same exact face font. But I will see the court cards. I wonder if the court cards are different as far as color goes. So standard pips. They are customized pips, so they are a little bit different to a standard bicycle deck. And no, the cards are, I believe, no, these look a little different, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Because I feel like, yep, they are different. So these are much brighter. So these are more like the V8s. So I will compare those to the V8s. So these are the V1s, these are the V2s, and the V8s don't want to confuse y'all. I don't want to confuse myself either. The boxes look all the same. So these are more still like a darker yellow, but these are more of like a brighter highlighter yellow, and that's more of like a subtle, more in the middle type thing. So, and then the red on this one, on the V1, is maroon. This one's more of like, I would say like a more stop sign red, and this one's more of like a firefighter type red, I guess you could say. So this one's definitely a brighter red. So yeah, that is the V8 compared to the V2, Jack of Spades. So these are more different. I didn't expect that, honestly. I thought these were gonna be, you know, all the same, but every deck is different. So my favorite card when it's simplified. I wonder if the design is different. Let's check that. Nope, it's all the same design. So yeah, I thought the design, the pattern on it was different, but it's not. So, and that is the V2, guys. So I mean, everything is standard. So the pips are much darker on the V1, the red pips, sorry. Okay. So this is the V1, this is the V2. I will flip it, I won't confuse you. V1, V2. You can tell completely the difference. It is just a slightly darker on the V1 than on the V2. So, but yeah, hopefully y'all guys enjoyed. Let's get right into this close-up, guys. So for the close-up, this is the V1. Sorry if there's a little glare, guys, but I will try to do my best to show you. Very beautiful deck. As you can see that right there. Very beautiful. And then of course the core cards, or the face cards. You have the two jokers right there. And you have the Ace of Spades. Nice and simple. I used to always think it was like a lady or like a lion, but it's really nothing. So very standard pips right there, and then you have the core cards, that beautiful maroon, and that, I guess you could say like a subtle yellow. And you have the maroon face card, or the number cards. Got the diamonds, beautiful, beautiful simplified faces right there. So this is one thing of Dan and Dave that they do with their decks. They do the simplified faces. As you can see, very beautiful King of Hearts. And yeah, so I mean, very standard, not too different or like customized, but the backs are beautiful. Now for the V2, and I will compare both of them, that way y'all can see the difference. So you can see both of them right there. Do a little thumbnail. I mean, you cannot go wrong with these cards, guys. So V1, V2. I did want to point out the heart. So as you can see right there, a little heart and a little heart right there. I thought that was pretty cool. And when you fan these, look at that beautiful fan. And then of course you have the Dan and Dave ad card. You have the two jokers, pretty standard as far as smoke and mirrors go. You have the beautiful Ace of Spades, standard pips, slightly different modified face cards with the simplified faces. Always gotta show that King of Hearts. Look at that, beautiful. You can tell it's simplified, that's why I like this one. Yeah guys, this is the V2 and the V1 close-up. So that is it for today, guys. Hopefully y'all guys enjoyed. This is JGP Cardistry. This was a Smoke and Mirrors review of the V1 and V2. But yeah guys, like I said, comment down below and you tell me which one is your favorite. Do you like the V1? Do you like the V2? Do you like the smoke? Do you like the mirror? I really do wish I had these in the smoke. I am going to try to get these. I'm going to try to hunt some down. But the smokes are just so hard to find. I don't know why, but I feel like these people kept these sealed more than the smokes. At the time, I feel like white cards were pretty hyped only because of like Illusionist had the white ghost and everybody was a fan of the white ghost. So I feel like a lot of people just like that white, you know, contrast. So me personally, I love this white border with the black contrast. It makes the black pop so good. But yeah guys, hopefully y'all guys enjoyed. This is JGP Cardistry. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, I would not be doing these videos. You know, these videos is what keeps me going every day. Every single person watching it and every single person that, you know, gives me feedback, it just gives me a really good feeling. And I really hope I can keep in touch with y'all every single time y'all have a question or a comment, just anything, I will always respond. I am always open to questions, and at the end of the day, I'm always open to criticism. So whatever you want to see in this channel as far as reviews, card collection videos, unboxings, any type of things, please comment down below and let me know. But yeah guys, God bless y'all. Thank y'all guys for watching. This is JGP Cardistry and we are out. Peace.
You